everyone doing there tonight? This is Cult Flicks Fix 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. This video is going to be pretty much kind of like a brief review ranking video of the Vinegar Syndrome July package. I did pick that up and I watched the films, and now I was going to review them for you guys and rank them as well and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them. So everyone sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get this started. So there's going to be 4 total films, so I'll go 4 to 1 from worst to best, and one of them has a double feature, but I'm just going to include them together since it's like a one after another feature, and they're similar in a lot of ways, so I'll just include those ones together. So let's start off with number 4 right now. This is going to be the VSA edition, Cyber Vengeance, and this is from 1995. This stars Robert Davi. He's from Maniac Cop 2, Goonies. He's a well-known like villain character, and this also has Terry Serpico, and he's from the Purge movies. He came out in a few of those. We got Matthias Hughes, who's an action star from the 80s, known as a villain. He's in I Come in Peace, as well as No Retreat, No Surrender 2. He has that cheesy scene where they're fighting at the end, so he's well known. This film's like your mid-90s type film. It's pretty much about this guy here. You got him. There's other cover, and he's in the world of virtual reality. He's stuck in it. His girlfriend's constantly nagging him because all he does is go into the virtual reality world, and he's trying to find a job. He doesn't have one. He says he's going to get success through this, so it's hilarious because he's like trying to save this girl at the beginning. He keeps losing to Matthias Hughes there. He's called Thor in this film. And after that, he gets like a virtual date. It's a half-naked woman. They're pretty much getting it on the couch, and it's hilarious because it's through virtual reality. It's not really happening, and his girlfriend walks in and catches him pretty much humping the couch. I thought that was hilarious. That was a funny part from this film. And this film starts off good. You're like in this world, and it looks like kind of like Mortal Kombat, but like lower B movie like. And I'm like right away like intrigued by it, but then it just doesn't do nothing after that. It goes into this like virtual reality. They go to this prison, and you got Robert Davi there, the villain. He's controlling these prisoners through virtual reality. He puts him in kind of a game for survival. They have to fight his hunters versus the prisoners. Of course, he's one of them that gets involved in it, and they go through like a time travel situation throughout the virtual reality, fighting these guys and killing each other over and over again. And it gets played out after a while, and a lot of the acting is just, it's not very great. It's just all over the place. I found myself pretty bored through a lot of this film, so this was a letdown. That's why I have it at number 4. It's Cyber Vengeance. You could watch this for, I can't recommend it, but you can watch it for like 90s nostalgia because it does have that. But another thing is Matthias Hughes. He's not used enough in this film. He's a very short role and not used well. And I couldn't get into this film personally, me. So if I'd have to give it a rating, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. I just can't see myself watching this one again. It was kind of a letdown. That's Cyber Vengeance. And BSA, man, you're just not coming up with some good films lately. Need to step it up, but I am collecting them. So next up on the list, we're gonna go at number 3. I watched Shriek of the Mutilated. This is a Yeti film set in the 70s. It's very low budget. It does have a cult following, so I was excited to see this one. You got these students pretty much going to the mountains to investigate if this Yeti's real with their professor. There's a dark secret. You got a former professor who went mad on a trip before this, and he ended up becoming an alcoholic and becoming a maniac killer just of what happened to him, the trauma from it. But then you got his partner, another professor survived. They had 3 more that died during this first exploration, so he warns them. You have a situation where the partner goes with these college students, and they start getting picked off one by one by this creature in the forest. And it's funny because it's just a really bad looking Yeti, man. It's a man in the suit, but it just looks really low budget. The kills are decent. I mean, there's some kills, but they're not very impressive. There's some practical effects that are decent that I liked. There's some 70s feel to this as well that I enjoyed. There's some fun moments, but overall this film is pretty bad. I've heard it's gone in the so bad it's good category, I could see that, but for me, it didn't even get to that good category. I did like the ending. There's a twist in the ending that I thought was unique and could be used, but it just didn't work for this film. But I feel they should use that for other films, so I won't get into that. No spoiler territory, but Shriek of the Mutilated, this is another 2 out of 5 for me. I can't recommend it. I really didn't care for this film. So right now, these Vinegar Syndrome July packages are kind of a disappointment, to be honest. So now we're going to get into number 2. This is going to be a double feature. Jess Franco, I have been digging into his filmography as I'm still going through my Severin ones as well. And it's strange because he's usually like on Severin, and he came to Vinegar Syndrome here, so I would see these films on Severin, but I don't know why. But I guess Vinegar Syndrome decided to take over these. But these are like his first films. They're from 1969. You got Two Undercover Angels, and then you got Kiss Me Monsters. That's a double feature with the same two actresses. They're real beautiful women. They play agents. This goes like the James Bond route. You got them. I'm not really a fan of the James Bond films, but these were pretty fun. I kind of quite enjoyed these in a way. There's some sleazy moments in this. It's real mellow, nothing porn like, but it's like these girls that do show some. You do get like boobs and all that in here, and you got some fighting action scenes, some pretty funny characters, and on Two Undercover Angels, you got like this killer that leads. He has a sidekick that's kind of like werewolf looking. It's hilarious. It's real B-movie costume, but I did kind of enjoy that. You also got it leads to some funny moments. I like the way these girls play the male members in this film because they're like very attractive, and they got all the men wrapped around them, and they use them to get what they need to get to uncover this mystery. Because you got like these on Two Undercover Angels, you got like this killer. He's killing women off. You got like 7 women killed. They're trying to investigate to it and find out why. And it's pretty fun. I really enjoyed Two Undercover Angels. I thought that was a fun one. Let's get into Kiss Me Monster, the second film. Again, you have the 2 female characters coming back as agents again. They're in an island this time, and you got pretty much this. Again, they're picking off women. It's the same trope that goes through, and you got them using their wits to outsmart these people. You got like kind of a different, like a secret society that wants this kind of treasure they're after. They kind of con these girls into getting them, but it ends up backstabbing, as these girls are very bright and know how to use their surroundings. And you got the same cops returning, investigating the film as well. And this one wasn't as impressive. It kind of, because it says it's supposed to have like zombies and undead characters, where you do see the characters getting resurrected and worked on a laboratory. Can't speak here, but and you never see them full force zombies in this. That's kind of a disappointment. So I'd have to say Two Undercover Angels was my better film out of this. Kiss Me Monster was alright. I mean, it's decent, had some fun moments, but this one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Two Undercover Angels. I thought that one was pretty fun. So I'm going to rank these. I'm going to do these separate since there's 2 films. So Two Undercover Angels, I'm going to give a 3.5 out of 5. That one was fun. Kiss Me Monster, I'm going to have to go with a 2 out of 5. It's kind of disappointment on that second film. So that's a Jess Franco double feature from his early in his career. So we're going to get into the number 1. This was my favorite out of the bunch, and this was like from the 80s. It stars Cynthia Rothrock and Yin Bio. He was in a lot of Jackie Chan films. You guys know Cynthia Rothrock, man. These both are martial artists. This is very 80s like. I actually love this film, man, to be honest. It's you got Yun Bio. I'm slaughtering names. Yun Bio. He's playing this like what do you call it, prosecutor, and they're in the court, and he has this criminal mob pretty much get away with stuff, and he's pissed off because the law just keeps favoring him, so he kind of goes vigilante style to get revenge on these guys. But the thing about it is he's not, how could I say it, he's not they're pointing him out as the bad guy, the killer. It's really not. There's a twist to it. And then you got Cynthia Rothrock. She's a cop investigating it, and they're kind of at odds with each other. They're going for the same thing, which is justice, but they seem to cross paths in the wrong way. So you see them on a kind of a standoff. You got this character, this kid that's a thief. He's hilarious. He's pretty funny. And it's just to uncover this and break down this crime mob. At the same time, the crime mob is getting picked off by someone too, who is a mystery. That's the mystery of this film. But Yeah, this one was a blast, man. It has some awesome kung fu fights. Uh, you got some killer stunts in this. The stunts were amazing in this. I just was like blown away by the stunts. And it's dark. It's very dark. There's two versions of this. I guess you get like the original Hong Kong version, which is shorter but more uncut and dark, which I enjoyed more. And then there's the US cut, which is extended. I think I don't know how many minutes, but it's longer. And the difference between your Hong Kong version, the original, is it's dark. It has a dark ending, and the US edition has a happy ending. So I was watching the interview with Cynthia Rothrock, and she was saying that she went to the theater, a few theaters, to promote this film, and the crowd just started booing and throwing stuff because how dark the Hong Kong version is. And she said they were so mad they had to go and make another version of the happy ending because people were complaining and stuff. And she personally liked the dark. She liked the first version. She thought the dark ending was more interesting, and I agree too. I like the dark one. It's not a happy ending, but it does show what reality can do in these situations. And there's some good kills. I was really impressed with the effects and the kills on this too. It has kind of like a horror aspect to it on the kills. But yeah, this was a blast. I really liked this film, so this was the gem out of the bunch. It's 1986's Righting Wrongs. I'm gonna give this one a solid 4 out of 5, man. I could recommend this one. Just a complete blast. So not everything was was that bad out of the bunch there, but it was more of a lackluster package this month. I hope they notch it up a little bit with what's coming for August. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be my thoughts, opinions, brief reviews, rankings on the VS July package. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hit a like, subscribe, comment as well. Love to hear your thoughts. Like I said, these are just my thoughts and opinions. And everyone stay safe, be kind to each other. This is called Flix Fix 24, back with a video. Peace.
Kroczcie do świata rzeczywistości wirtualnej, gdzie Will odkryje śmiertelne tajemnice więzienia Igway. W więzieniu z rzeczywistości wirtualnej roku 2005. Gdzie więźniowie zostają zgładzeni? Jest przestępcą, zasługuje na to, czego spotyka. System więzienny nadzorowany jest przez Hardy Crowleya, który stworzył własną, alternatywną grę wirtualną. Ci przestępcy nie mają inteligencji. Można ich kontrolować. Możesz być częścią ostatecznej rozrywki. Zostaniesz umieszczony w historycznych wydarzeniach, które ja wybiorę. Uczestnictwo w tej grze wymaga ducha sportu. Oni mają za zadanie pojmać cię i zabić. Jerome, poznaj swoje największe wyzwanie. Występują Robert David, Matthias Hughes. Więzienie umysłu.
You or die with you, but you will never forget the shriek of the mutilated. The abominable snowman, the Yeti, or is it? A scientific expedition that turns into a nightmare for all but a few, with the surprise ending of the year.
Sometimes it almost sounds like something human.
Find anything out there?
Dr. Prill thinks we might.
Oh, Pearl's got a thing about snowmen. The trouble is that people believe that garbage of his can get themselves in trouble.
It's the damnedest thing, Ernst. If it isn't a Yeti, I can't imagine what it could be.
I could see it as it was chewing the flesh of Tom's leg.
Honey, stop treating me like a child!
You stop acting like one! Dr. Prowl brought you on this mission for a reason!
This is not for the weak. This is truly the shriek of the mutilated.
Name of James Bond. How come the name James Bond? I doesn't notice we're from the police.
some money. You should think of Hollywood. We need diamonds as big as nuts.
What should I do?
My name is Anastasia dos Santos, and I am the Countess de la Contagia and the Marquesa Cumbre Sadinas. I would like to buy pictures, and you will really help me. I will pay you any price for it. I will do anything for the one who fulfills my heart's desire.
Some imagination. One could imagine that.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were never going to open the door. It's very important. I'm to deliver this here. The score is for the Red Lips. She is up. Oh!
What's the matter with him?
Tell me, who do you work for, truthfully?
Sometimes when I count my earnings, I think it's the Salvation Army.
Yeah? Stay with me, brother.
This is your last chance.
My last chance? Have you been experimenting with him? He's really a serious case that...
Why are you so jittery?
You mean that he really created two fully developed physical beings artificially?
Yes, but without developing intelligence along with it. They are like dogs.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Bertrand. I just want to finally get the hell out of here.
You're lying to me.
All I know about your fabulous Professor Bertrand is that he was a great scientist and that many people are a result of his research.
And where might they be?
Excuse me, please.
Yeah. Hand over the crate.
Who are you?
Take a guess.
Interpol?
Just imagine. My number is XP-347-10, in case you want to lodge a complaint. Now give her the crate. Get out, girls!
Yundu. Defending the law in a lawless world. Once a man of words, he now turns to action. To operate where the courts are powerless. A determined cop is hot on his heels. Killers have been hired to obstruct justice. Spectacular. Hard charging. Explosive. Yundu is flying high. Above the law.